Welcome to another episode of 17 County Podcast, where we spotlight the people, projects, and progress powering growth across our region. From business expansion to community revitalization, we bring you behind the scenes of what's shaping our future. We're proud to recognize the organizations that make this podcast possible. A special thank you to the dedicated stakeholders investing in local impact: Central Valley Ag, Clutie Incorporated, Overland Ready Mix, Collins Aerospace, Meade Lumber Company, and Perennial Public Power District. We're also grateful for the continued support of our financial stakeholders, Henderson State Bank, Midwest Bank, and York State Bank, who help drive business sustainability across the county. Empowering innovation and reliability behind the scenes, we recognize K-Junction, OPPD, and Nebraska Public Power District. Your support fuels the stories we share and the future we're building together. Now, let's get into today's episode.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the 17 County Podcast. This episode took me a little longer to get out than I expected, but I am really excited to share this conversation with you today. As always, we are highlighting the people, stories, and ideas that make your county and rural Nebraska such a great place to live and work. Today's conversation is with Miss Libby and Miss Nora, which I love so much. Let's jump into the episode. And if you guys can introduce yourself and tell us your role at Little Blessings and how your students describe you.
Yeah. Okay. So my role at Little Blessings is the director and head teacher. And I would say the kids, Libby Brilliant.
Yes.
And they do not call me Libby Brilliant. They call me Miss Libby.
Miss Libby, yes.
I would say they probably describe me as funny and silly.
Yes. What about you, Nora?
I'm Nora Hernandez, and I am the teacher aide at Little Blessings. And I don't know, I feel like they would describe me as playful or fun.
How long have you been in early childhood education, and how this chapter of your life began?
So I have been in early childhood since 2015.
Okay.
Before I was the preschool teacher, I was a center director at a childcare center. And then I have been at Little Blessings since 2022.
Okay. What about you, Nora?
For me, it's been, I want to say 8 years already. I was also at a child care center, and then I was at a school setting, and then I went to Little Blessings, and this is my 4th year there.
Okay, perfect. Did you always knew that you wanted to work with kiddos?
No, I did not. I went to school. I wanted to make lots of money, so I went in for business, and I wanted to be an accountant. I know it's crazy. I was really good at numbers back then. Now I'm not.
You, Nora, did you always knew that you wanted to work with kiddos?
I did always knew. I took a dual credit class in high school with early childhood, and we had like our own school, and there was like 5 of us, and each of us had our own student. But then I overthink things, so then I was like back and forth, and then when I went to college, I was the transfer first, but then I finally decided that early childhood was the way to go. And
where was a moment or a kid that make you think, yes, this is exactly what I meant to do?
There's a lot. I feel like the way that kids develop their relationship with us, or when they say, "I love you, Miss Libby," even still today, past students will say, "I love you."
Yeah.
I love you too.
They see you at church.
Yes, at church, they call me out. So that really shows me that I'm where I want to be. It's where I'm supposed to be.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Nora?
I think for me, the opposite happened, where I wanted a career change and I wanted to just change it up. And then when I was so close to doing it, then Little Blessings, doors opened up, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, I need to give it another chance. And that was when I was like, yeah, I made the right choice.
I love that. So I know that preschoolers are very fun. They say the funniest thing ever. Is there like a moment that till this day makes you laugh with those kids?
Every day, So yesterday's is what really cracked us up yesterday. I was in the middle of teaching something and then I froze and I legit just stopped talking. I was gonna tell Nora something and then I was like, oh, I'll just wait. Then I was not talking. And the little boy's, is Miss Libby frozen? Yeah, sorry guys. But Nora has a good one about a couple years ago.
Very first year at Little Blessings, I was in the dramatic play area and I was playing with this little boy and we were playing kitchen. He was laying out all the food and then all of a sudden he put a block of cheese right next to the kitchen set and I was like, what are you doing? And he was like, I'm trying to catch a mouse. And I was like, oh, okay, that's very smart. And it just threw me off guard because we were pretending to eat the food, not trying to catch a mouse over here.
Yeah. They do say that funny.
They really are so funny.
They do.
Every day there's something different and it makes us laugh.
So with that being said, is there something that the adults that you recommend adults copy?
I feel like adults are so strict. Life is short. Kids are funny. They're so more relaxed. And I feel like if there's anything that we could take away from kids is just to take a breath and be in the moment. And it's okay to be funny.
Yes.
We don't always have to be so strict and based on our schedules. And I know we're busy. There's lots going on. But kids are just more relaxed.
Yeah,
and
sometimes we can tend to forget the little things in life. Yes,
help us. They remind us to do that.
Totally.
I'm glad that you guys decided to chill because it's not Jesus doesn't end. So the fact that they're learning about Jesus when they're a kid and they take it with them their whole entire life, you can't live without Jesus. I don't care what anybody says. You're going to get nowhere if you don't have Jesus in your life. And so the fact that they get to learn that at a young age is super special to me.
So I'm going to go with some lightning round, okay? So I'm going to ask you guys questions.
Fast
Yes.
answer.
Favorite children's book?
No, David.
Silly Sally is mine.
Favorite art supply?
Markers.
Crayons.
Loud class or quiet classroom?
Quiet, even though it's impossible.
I would say loud. I don't like it loud, but I don't like it quiet. It's middle.
One word that your students will use to describe you. So for parents who might not know preschool really looks like, what does a typical day at Little Blessings feel like?
So it's fun. It's a fun day. There is a lot of structure, but there's a lot of hands-on play. Some table stuff in there, puzzles, Play-Doh, a lot of paint, a lot of shaving cream.
Yes.
Coloring.
And the kids are very proud of the projects.
Yes.
Don't you dare them take it home and put it in the walls. Yeah.
Glue sticks, construction paper.
Putting to an extent. A lot of supervision with that.
Yes. Are there projects or themes or events coming up that you guys are really excited about?
We are so happy that we are going to be offering a full day preschool classroom this Thursday, 8 to 3 for our 4-year-olds, and just really getting them prepared for kindergarten.
It's been 2 years.
That is going to be awesome.
We finally are making it happen.
How many kiddos are going to be in the classes?
And there'll be 12 in that class.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
And then the other classes we don't really know yet. We'll see how many enrollments come in.
I will be the head teacher for my very first time.
Yes!
So it'll be a lot of learning with the kids.
Yes, yeah, congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah.
But I'm excited and I'm very grateful for the opportunity at Little Blessings.
Millie signed up for the class, so she will be your student next year. Yes, I'm excited for you.
Too.
What is your favorite season of the year? Beginning, Christmas time, graduation. I'm going to ask this to Nora first.
Okay.
Graduation. I feel like graduation is just when I really look back at their very first day, their very first year with us to graduation, all the learning they did, all their accomplishments, and then just getting to know each child individually and building that bond. It just makes me so proud.
Yes.
Especially since they're going to be very successful, I know.
And then they have their little graduation ceremony. I love that. Yes, I love that. I really enjoyed having that one from Luca. What about you, Louie?
Mine is the beginning. I love the beginning. They're so happy. They're so excited. And then I'm their favorite person. So they're like, Miss Libby! yay, every day for a while until Christmas break. No, I'm just kidding. I just love the beginning of school. They're so excited coming off of summer.
Nice weather.
Yeah, I love the beginning. The ending is sad. I don't like the ending. I'm like, I don't want you to leave me yet.
Especially in the second year, too.
Yeah, the second year is hard. It's hard to say goodbye.
I know. Luca, he still has his picture and everything. He's very proud of that moment.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And I don't think we get another graduation ceremony after. That's that one.
And there's one for kindergarten.
Oh, okay. So we have talked about fun and the kids, but preschool is so much more. Why do you believe this stage of life is so important?
I think it's important because kids need structure. They need transitions. Daycare is super awesome, and another place for them to grow and learn and develop is needed in their life before they get to go to kindergarten. At first, I didn't know what preschool or how preschool really worked, but then being in the preschool setting of it.
Nora, why do you believe this stage of life is so important?
So I think preschool is just especially important because it's their first time away from parents, and they get to make new friends and build relationship with different adults, and we're getting them prepared for kindergarten.
Yes, I love that. So with that being said, what are children actually learning at this age that people don't always see?
So a lot of people think it's like the alphabet and the numbers and the colors.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's a whole lot more than that.
Yeah.
They're problem
Kindness.
solving.
Yeah.
They're learning to express and control their emotions. They're using their fine and gross motor skills. And then me and Libby also really support those self-help skills that are so important to be independent.
Yes.
And we teach them a lot to be confident and be brave, because sometimes we have a lot of the shy ones. And a big good skill to have before kindergarten is to be confident in yourself.
Yeah.
And be confident in everything.
And you were right when you said you are actually the first adults that you're going to see, like, they're not parents or family members through a long time of the day. So, yeah, and you do have to, there are going to be little kids that are very shy. So,
Yes. So they have to learn how to trust us.
Yes.
So it's another way of developing that.
So you as teachers, intentionally, I will say that you are building kindness and curiosity in a room full of 4 years old. How do you do that? Like how?
A lot of hugs,
A lot of hugs.
singing songs together, book reading, and engaging with them on the floor, us playing with them, us doing group activities.
Since we're faith-based, I feel like we're lucky that we can use Jesus as an example because he's the perfect example of kindness.
My name's Don Freeman II. I'm President and CEO of Agri Products in York, Nebraska. We are a manufacturer of quality equipment, grain handling, food storage, food service. And if you ever want to get a hold of us, you can get on our website or you can contact us at 402-362-5500. Thank you.
On this podcast, we talk a lot about community growth and work development. And sometimes people don't immediately connect preschool to the bigger picture. But behind every working parent, it's someone they trust with their child. From your perspective, how does quality childcare and preschool support working families in York County?
It's just another place for them to be able to go. I feel like York County is very blessed with all the child care centers, but there's still a lack of enough spots.
Yes.
So a safe preschool, a safe area for them to go is very beneficial for the community.
Yes, I agree. There's amazing childcare providers. Yeah, I'm very blessed that I also have a very good relationship with all of them because I've been there in that place that I'm trying to look for spots and things like that. So
Yes.
yeah, we're very lucky and blessed to have you. So why it is important for our community to invest not only in early education, but in the educators themselves. So you guys. So not only in the programs, but also in the teachers.
For preschool educator, it's hard work. It is a lot of work. I don't think a lot of people know how much time it takes and how much patience you have to have. So I feel like sometimes educators, it just gets brushed off. They're like, oh, you have the summers off. Your job is easy. It is just far from easy. It's very challenging. It's also very rewarding. But I think sometimes the community oversees how much work educators go into every day.
And I know that sometimes it's hard also for parents to understand they have training days. Sometimes we might complain about those things and everything, but we do have to understand that you guys are taking care of our kiddos as well. So you need training too.
Right. Because everything changes. And without training, we as educators and teachers can't get better unless we're trained. So I think those training days are very beneficial. Ours are in the summer. Okay. We have a couple during the school year. YPS throws on a really great one. And
Which is that one?
Early Childhood Conference.
Okay.
It's in the fall.
Your job is very hard. You guys are like, kids are just so easy. They're good in pictures. There's
really
no picture that you can get. They're always photogenic. But yeah, I can see definitely.
They can snap out. Like, they could be mad 1 second, and the next second they're going to be super happy.
Yes.
Adults are not like that.
Yes. And
they can hold grudges for days.
Yeah.
Adults
So with that being said, what is the hardest part of being a preschool teacher?
Pouring everything into them. I feel like I find myself putting myself last sometimes. And so like just reminding myself like, okay, you got to be good so that you can be a good teacher too.
I love that.
I think the hardest part for me is time management. I feel like I have this whole schedule I want to get through every day, but then we run out of time.
Yes.
So I think the hardest part is timing, trying to time out everything.
So I know that you probably have bad days, and we all have these bad days as well, but like what keeps you coming back?
Definitely the kids. The kids.
The kids' smiles, their hugs, the parents' thank yous too.
Okay.
Just like their positive feedback. Like that really makes us feel like we're doing something right.
Okay. So what's one thing you wish people understood about early childhood educators?
That our classroom is not like a typical K through 12. Like, we're playing because we know that these kids learn through play. Like, their bodies just need to be moving.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not only like playing all the time, but like that play is necessary for them to
Because when you get to the regular K through 8, they don't get a lot of that play. But they're still young, and they really do need to play.
I think that transition between you guys, and this is my personal thought, and then Miss Pope in kindergarten, like it has been awesome through like look at, I do need to share that. It has been awesome. Yeah, he loves school. So
good, I'm glad.
When you think about Little Blessings, what did make it special to you?
It's super special to me because I went there when I was a kid. So it's fun to tell them that I went there. I didn't even know that I wanted to be at Little Blessings. I would say it's special to me because my dad, he was on the school board with Emmanuel forever, I feel like. And so he was the one who was like, you should do it. Would you ever work at Little Blessings? And then, and it just happened. And so it's super special to me.
What about you, Nora?
For me, like, the biggest thing is I didn't know what I was missing, like being able to teach about Jesus and share my faith, because Jesus is very important now to me, is like an eye-opener when I started working at Little Blessings, that it was something that was missing in my life, and that's what makes Little Blessings special.
And then there might be some parents that feel the same way. If you could speak directly to a parent who's choosing a preschool right now, what would you want them to hear?
Take a look at all your options. York is so blessed with as many preschools. We have a lot of preschoolers, and every single preschool in the city of York is amazing. Every teacher is amazing for the preschool. But maybe it doesn't feel right for you. So go tour all your options. Talk to all the teachers before you make your decision and see what fits your family. The schedule might not fit your family, or you just might not get the good vibe. But really, I just say tour all your options before you make that decision.
What is one word that you hope every child carries with them after leaving your classroom? That's a cute one.
Jesus.
I was going to say loved.
I love that. First of all, thank you for both of being here.
Thank you for having
Yes,
us.
I'm very happy you guys say yes. So thank you
Yeah.
so much for being here.
Thank you.
That's a wrap on another episode of the 17 County Podcast. As always, thank you for joining us to explore the business leaders, community champions, and transformational efforts shaping our regional economy. A final word of appreciation to our stakeholders: Central Valley Ag, Clutie Inc., Overland Ready Mixed, Collins Aerospace, Meade Lumber Company, Perennial Public Power District, Henderson State Bank, Midwest Bank, York State Bank, K-Junction OPPD, and Nebraska Public Power District. Your investment doesn't just support this podcast, it strengthens York County's momentum in innovation, growth, and long-term resilience. Until next time, stay engaged, stay informed, and continue supporting the businesses and partners that make our communities thrive.